Hello everybody, hope we're all good. Big shout out to KR Couriers and Transport Limited, and a big thank you to everyone who likes, shares, comments and subscribes to the All or Nothing podcast with myself, Billy Moore. Okay, so I'm on my way to St Helens, a place called Rainford. There's a rehab there. It's a high-end, 5-star place, and I'm going to have a little chat with this young lady called Danny from Canada, and a guy from West Virginia called Hunter Shepherd. Now, Hunter, he's got an incredible story. Danny, she's a character. I'll introduce you to her first, and then we'll have a little chat with Hunter. Let's see what these two are about. Hello. Okay, so I'm with Danny. Danny, tell us a little bit about yourself.
In recovery, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. My name's Danny. I'm originally from Canada, but I moved to Leicester in the UK 2 years ago to do my PhD. But I was secretly hiding a decade-long drug and alcohol addiction. And I got sober recently through rehabs and found the 12-step program and live a completely different life. I was like a party girl, like typical stuff, boohoo dresses, nights out, cocaine up a nose, drinking, men, slutty dresses, and now cleaned myself up.
What happened in Romania?
Oh, one time in Romania, I was traveling and I had drank a little too much on the train. So when I got off the train, there was a group of guys and they were like, oh, you missed the other train. Like, there's no more trains today, which like what? And then so I got in their car. It was a fake car. They kidnapped me, drove me to the outskirts of town, threatened to kill me for my passport, held a gun to my head. And then when I was getting out to get money at the cash point for them, a guy came out of nowhere and rescued me.
So you got some story, haven't you?
I do.
Danny, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So I'm going to get Danny on a full podcast, so I look forward to that. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so we're going to see this guy called Hunter. Hunter's from the US, and he's going to speak on addiction and how it affects, the human spirit, the spiritual decay, how it pulls you to the very depths of hell, and you descend into an abyss of horror, or something like that anyway. I can't help myself. I always break out into the worst American accent ever. But yeah, once again, let's go and have a little chat with Hunter. So here I am with Hunter Shepherd. Now, Hunter, tell us a little bit about yourself, because you've got an incredible story.
Yeah. So I'm from America. I grew up in West Virginia and Ohio, which is pretty much the epicenter of the opiate epidemic in America. It's where all the fentanyl and everything kind of blew up, and it's killing whole generations there. So I grew up in the middle of that, and I've got 1 million followers on social media, and I get to travel all over the world and help people and work with rehabs all over the world and make a difference.
Yeah, because you had a problem as well, didn't you? That was your own kind of personal journey. So what does addiction mean to you?
Oh man. I mean, there's obviously the clinical description of addiction, and for me, what it was uncontrollable obsession with, for me specifically, heroin, meth, and fentanyl, and it was just an uncontrollable urge to use it. It was like whenever I didn't have it, I would go into fight or flight mode, and I had to have it no matter what. I mean, for me, it was just, man, it was a darkness. And
so you'd go through like brick walls, basically.
Yeah.
To get what you needed.
Yeah.
And it there's no stopping you. And people kind of like, I try and explain this, that uncontrollable urge, that need, it's and that want.
Yeah.
To kind of change the way you feel because you don't feel comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah.
You get to that point. So, that will destroy not only your life, but the people around you.
Yeah.
So can I ask you another question? What does recovery mean to you?
Oh man, for me, recovery's freedom from that obsession and that urge, and really, what recovery has done for me is it's given me like a blueprint and a way to live a life without having to use drugs. And for me, it's not just the good things that come with recovery. It's learning how to live a life when life happens. You know, when shit hits the fan. You know, it kind of gives me a way to live without having to go to the drugs to
See, that's something that people say, oh yeah, we can stop taking drugs and then your life's going to be rosy, which is not true. It's not the case.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot that you need to work on, right, to kind of get to that way of living. You know, you've got to stop, and then you've got to become sort of emotionally aware of how you cope with the people in life, like relationships.
Yeah.
They always say like the biggest like relapse in recovery is like finance and romance.
Yeah.
Would you say that was the case?
Yeah. I think that's the things that I struggle with the most, actually, to be fair. That's the things that can get really chaotic really quick.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
I've had like my experience has always been the same, you know, like finance and romance. I haven't got enough money. I haven't got, you know, the right woman, or the rejection kills me off, and I've got to blame, you know, or whatever for how I feel, and it just becomes really like unmanageable.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So what would you say to my audience out there, the people who are struggling, and the people who are just curious as well?
Yeah.
You know, what would you say to them and about their journey?
Yeah, I would say that the best thing that you could do for yourself is to get connected to a community of like-minded people that can lead you through your ups and downs, and that essentially people that understand you and can get to know you and can carry you through life, and you can become part of that community. I in my opinion, that's the best thing that you can do. I mean, that's what life's all about.
It is. It's about finding someone you can trust. And Chantel just mentioned it before. I've got to say this. She said, "What about those people that haven't got anyone out there that they can reach out to?" And there's always services that can provide, you know, that support. And you know, there's no shame in asking for help. You know, because sometimes we think we can go through life, you know, and do our own thing, but we know that we need people, you know, to support us and get us through. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So if you want to give Hunter a follow, you can find him on Instagram. Where else can he find you?
Everywhere. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. Yeah,
so he does a lot on addiction recovery, you know, before and afters. I've been watching him, and I think it's amazing what you do, because some of the outcomes of the people that you meet, you know, are incredible. The transformation. I've watched him and I think, wow, you know, this is such and such, and then look at his life now.
Yeah.
It blows me away. It just gives people hope. So for those out there who are interested, give Hunter a little follow. Now, if you want recovery and you can afford it, then that's the place to go to. You know, 5-star caviar, high-end chefs, saunas, wet rooms, a gym. Just incredible. You know, the price of addiction. You know, you've either got it or you haven't. You know, how much is your life really worth? How much are you willing to pay to get your shit together? Some people need the rooms. Some people need to be taken out of society. That's why the likes of rehabs, which I've been into, are of a benefit, because they remove you from, you know, your surroundings, the people you use with, people, places and things, play pens, play pals and play things, and it helps you along. It's a stepping stone to freedom from addiction. Once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I wish you all well. Take care.